Hello, and welcome to this video I'm making where I'm reviewing the Neca Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S figure. Now, this figure has been something that I've actually quite enjoyed playing with. It's pretty nice, and it is a pretty cool design. It's actually one of my favorite Godzilla designs. So now, how about we take a look at his package? The front of the package is really nice. If you can see there, they've got like it looks like the poster for the movie. It's got the Japanese, Godzilla Tokyo S.O.S, Godzilla. The side of the box is also really nice. As you can see here, it's got the Japanese, and it's also got the Kaiju. We got Kiryu, Godzilla, Mothra. And then we got Godzilla, Tokyo S.O.S. We got a Mothra larvae, and 65-year celebration. Now here's the back of the package. I think it looks really cool. So you got the Japanese right here, then you got the name Godzilla, Tokyo S.O.S. And then what's really awesome is you got pictures of the figure. And even more awesome is there's a short little description of the movie. There's also Toho, there's the Godzilla seal. So that means you know that it's Godzilla, in case that wasn't already obvious. And the other side of the box is pretty much just the exact same as the other side. Now, what I find really interesting about this box is that it actually has an opening flap at the front. You can see there's a picture of the figure there. It looks really, really nice. And there's also a little window here where you can see inside. This got the little cardboard backdrop there. I think that's cardboard. And then there's also the little plastic holding thing there. And now, normally on a figure, when they have an opening flap at the front of the box, it's a telling sign of either the figure is really high quality, or at least it's good quality. Either one works. Or that the designers are a little bit overconfident in the product. Now, we've been talking about his box for long enough, right? So how about we actually start talking about the figure? As you've probably guessed already, this isn't a box review, it's a toy review. So let's get the figure right here. Now, as you can see, this figure is actually really amazingly sculpted and really amazingly painted, which is something that I never thought I'd see from, well, an American toy company. You know, normally Godzilla figures that are really high quality come from, well, the East. But this guy is actually really well made. And I really enjoy the sculpt here. It's amazing. It's like perfect. It's like dead on to the movie. And by the way, the movie is actually really good. Now, something about this figure that I really appreciate is just the painting and sculpting is really good. I know those are two things, but I can group them together. So this figure is definitely not something that you'd expect coming from an American toy company, considering how high quality it is, correct? I know it's NECA we're talking about here, but generally when it comes to American Godzilla toys, they're not the best. Holy crap. However, this figure is not bad at all. I'm sorry. However, this figure is not that. It is really good. One of my favorite parts about it is the sculpting and the painting. It's just really good. As you can see here, look at these spines. They are amazing. You can see where the painter painted it, right? You can see how they came with strokes of the black or grayish, whatever paint that is. And you can see how the sculptors are just killing it with this look. It's amazing. And I love that this figure is just, it's really, really spiky. Like, it hurts sometimes. I'm sure if you took your hand right there and then went like this for long enough, you'd probably make yourself bleed. Maybe. Another thing that I really like about this figure is the head. Now, I know that SH Monster Arts isn't really the best with their eyes, but, well, it's not that bad. I can get over it. However, what I can't get over is this chest. Look how amazing it looks. It's so just well sculpted. It's just so amazingly sculpted. You can see that now. You can see the scar here. Now I'm about to spoil the first movie, so the Godzilla against Mecha Godzilla. Godzilla got this scar after Mecha Godzilla, more specifically Kiryu. I'm gonna retake that. Now, Godzilla got this scar after Kiryu fired his absolute zero cannon at his chest while they were flying over the ocean. Created a big ice thing, explosion, I guess. And, well, Godzilla lived, obviously, because money. But, also, it's a good movie. So, I'm most certain that you are wondering if there are any accessories, and, well, no. But there is quite a bit of articulation, and no. Oh, well, I screwed that one up. And, if you're wondering if this figure has any accessories, well, no. However, this figure does make up for its lack of accessories with some pretty decent articulation. So, let's go over that now. To start off with, there's a ball joint at the head, and there's also a hinge joint at the mouth. You can see there. It opens about this wide, and if you look inside, you can see there's a tongue, and there's the upper roof, and the teeth are really nicely sculpted, really nicely painted. There's also a bit of a ball joint here, where this whole section is. It's very limited, so it's not really that noticeable, but it is there. There's also a ball joint at the arm here. The arm can swivel, although not really the best, as this does get in the way. It also can move in and out, though this right here also limits that. And it's also got a swivel hinge joint here at the arm, so you get a swivel here, and then a kind of a tight hinge joint there. You also get a swivel hinge at the hand. You can see swivel there. Can move up and down like that, and there's even a little bit of a hinge there, as you can see. There's also a ball joint here at the leg, although it's kind of limited. It's more or less just a rotation, as you can see there. There's also a pretty tight hinge joint at the leg. It feels like I'm gonna break that. And then there's also a ball joint at the foot. And now to the tail. Look at how long this thing is. Look at how long that is. That is a very long tail. So I guess we'll just start off here. We got a ball joint here. We got a ball joint here. By the way, all these can swivel. Got a ball joint here. Ball joint here. And by the way, this is actually a separate part. Came off. It's came separate in the box. So you get a ball joint there. And you get a ball joint here. Ball joint here. Ball joint here. Ball joint here, and a ball joint here, and also this tail right here. This tip is actually a bendy wire, but I already have it the way it is right now, and I don't really want to bend it, but trust me, there is a bendy wire in there. Just don't bend it too far, or else it really breaks the sculpt. It's not fun to look at. Now, there is a definite reason why this guy is my profile picture. It's because it's a really good figure, and it's also a really cool design. I really like it. So, I guess what I'll rate this figure out of 5 is, yeah, it's a solid 4. It's not a 5 because it's not an exact 1-to-1 to the movie. The head's a little bit off. I'm pretty sure that the snout isn't as long as I'd like it, but as far as I'm concerned, this is a decently good depiction. And as for any other complaints I have, it's a bit loose here on the tail, but it does pop right back on. Now, I don't know if that's a problem with my specific figure. It probably is, but I do have to say that just in case it is a widespread problem. And also the eyes are kind of goofy looking. They're not facing straight forward. But apart from those 3 issues, the figure is really good, which is why I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. Not quite a 5, but not quite a 3. It's a 4. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this tour review, and I'll see you in my next upload.